Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here today. Now today, first of all, we are celebrating a brand new year. So I'm doing the 2018 overview video for all of the signs. So happy new year to everybody watching. Know that I'm sending you all just positive energy, positive thoughts, lots of wishes for a wonderful year full of many wonderful things. For my returning viewers, thank you for sticking with me throughout the past year. I'm very happy to have you here. And for new viewers, I'm happy that you found me here. And hopefully, if you enjoy the readings, you'll decide to like and possibly subscribe as well. And that way you'll be notified when I upload new videos throughout the year. Okay, so the reading that I'm doing today, it's an overview, okay? So it's a month-by-month overview of the upcoming year of 2018. So for the main reading, I'll be choosing one card for each month from the Crystal Visions Tarot deck, okay? And then I divide the year into quarters, and then I pick one additional card from the Shadowscapes Tarot deck as sort of an overall energy for that quarter, for those 3 months. Then in the middle of the spread, you will see there will be an overall, one card for the overall energy for the year. And then I will also pick oracle cards. And I'm not exactly sure which ones I will be using, but more than likely I will be pulling from either the Akashic Tarot, the Life Purpose Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, or the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. Okay, or maybe all 3 of them. We'll see how the readings go. For those of you who are interested in getting a personal reading, a lot of people do, they like to get a reading at the beginning of the year to kind of give them an overview of what will be going on in their particular, or in their life, right, based on their particular circumstances. If you are interested, you can just send me an email at changingphasestarot@gmail.com, or you could take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. There you'll find information about the types of videos that I offer, the types of readings and pricing for the readings. Okay, so I will be getting into the reading now. I'll stop talking and see you all in 1 second for the shuffle. Bye for now. Hi Aquarius, I hope you're doing well and are having a wonderful end of 2017 if you are watching this video during the last couple of days of the month. And I'm wishing you a wonderful 2018 as well. And that's what we are getting into here with this reading. So the reading today, it's like I explained in the introduction, it's done in a wheel format with one card being pulled for each of the months of the year. And then I pull one additional guidance card for each quarter. So for each 3 months, I sort of put that into, one group, and then pull one guidance card or one additional clarification card on those 3 months. And then we have a 13th card at the center of the wheel, or center of the reading, which is the overall energy for the entire year. And then I do have a clarifier in that as well. And then down the side here, and I'll lower the camera in 1 second so you'll be able to see them. And as I go through the reading, I'll also hold the cards up for you. We have 3 additional oracle cards here to provide additional information for 2018. And it looks like it's interesting because the readings that I've done so far, there have been a lot of major arcana cards. In yours, you don't have as many maybe as in some of the other signs, but there have also been quite a few repeating cards. And so, cards that come up in the main reading, they also come up with the clarifiers. So, when there are repeating messages like that, repeating cards in a spread, it's because, the message is a very important one and definitely needs to come through. So let me lower the camera here so you can see the cards a little better. Okay, so we will begin with the card at the center of the reading here, which again is the overall energy for the entire year. and you have the Two of Cups. This is the minor arcana version of the Lover's card, okay? And the Suit of Cups is the suit in the tarot that deals with our emotions. It deals with love, connections, relationships. It's also how our feelings and our emotions, affect sort of everything else in our lives. How they kind of push us through life. How we flow with these emotions and how they affect our interactions with other people. Now, the Two of Cups. This is a card that represents a very strong connection, a very strong common bond with another person. If we think of this in more of the, the work, finance, career sector, this could be a partnership, a very strong partnership, developing, and that really will be prominent throughout 2018 for you. It could be a friendship. A very, a sort of a soulmate kind of friendship where that person is destined to come into your life for whatever reason, for you to learn a lesson from that person or for you to teach the person a lesson. And on the relationship side, this could definitely be, a love connection that's going to be very important during this year for you. Sometimes this represents, a marriage. This could be an the engagement, marriage, joining together of two people. And you do have the Four of Wands card, which is another card that we typically think of having to do with, marriage, moving in together. It's kind of the happy home, happy home life card. So it could definitely have something to do with that for some of you. We'll get into that more as we go through the reading. But it's a very strong connection here, right at the center of the reading. And the card that came out as the clarifier on it is the Knight of Swords. And this card also is a repeater because it came out for the month of January, right? Your month of January is the Knight of Swords. So I'll go over the meaning for the card. Let me hold this up so you can see it from this deck. It's a very detailed card. So with this Knight of Swords, this could be an actual person that you're dealing with. This could be the energy that you are taking on. This is Swords energy, so air energy. So this is your energy, Aquarius. Typically, the Knight would be more of a middle-aged person. If this is a person, not gender specific for, the general readings, it could be either male or female. But typically, a middle-aged air sign, either Aquarius like yourself or Libra or Gemini. And with this this energy, this person, the Knight of Swords, is somebody who is very brave, very heroic, really sort of ready to face any challenge, ready to defend his or her beliefs. Sometimes is quite blunt, right? Really direct, to the point, tells things really how they are. It's that type of energy. It's a good communicator, but again, sometimes can come across as a little blunt, right? Doesn't mince words at all. And this person, the swords energy, this is fast-paced, not quite as fast as, we have out of the knights, the Knight of Pentacles would be the slowest moving, and then the Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands or fire would be, kind of the faster moving knight. So it's unyielding energy. It's very fast-paced energy. And it's really about being ready to take on anything. And I do feel as though this is more of your energy here at the end, at the center of the reading. We do have other court cards that we'll get to as we move through the reading, but I don't feel as if this is a person. I feel as if this is more your energy and how you are going up against this new year, sort of facing what's coming up throughout this new year. And again, that's the energy that you have here for the month of January. From the in the traditional, in our our main spread here, January is also the Knight of Swords. So same energy, same messages I just gave you here, and it's followed up in the month of February by the High Priestess. Okay, this is a Major Arcana card. Number 2 of the Major Arcanas. And she is somebody who is highly intuitive, right? She, you can see all of the butterflies flying around her head. There's, this sort of sense of, well, she brings in a sense of calm. There is some, a sense of calm around her, as well as mystery. But she's a very intuitive person, right? Really in contact with the divine realm, sort of she finds a deeper meaning in everyday things, because she's sort of this bridge between the divine realms, the unseen, and here on earth, right? She's standing on this crescent moon here. I was trying to think when we have I have to check on the phases of the moon. That might be important. Pay attention to the different phases of the moon throughout the first couple of months of the year. There might be something important to do with that. The butterflies, we have the flying around her, which is all about rebirth, eternal life. There it seems as though if you sort of came into 2018 feeling as if you were ready to take on whatever challenges come in, you're sort of sword drawn, ready for battle. In the month of February, you're tuning into your intuition, and you're really paying attention to the signs, the synchronicities, the messages that are coming through, possibly at nighttime, right, in your dreams. But it's a month where you're really more, you're kind of going inwards and trying to figure out which way, which is the best path for you, or how to handle something, right? And then in March, we have the Four of Wands card. So this could be, like I was saying, sometimes this is the happy home, right, card. So it could have to do with moving home, changing home. This could be if you're in a relationship, possibly moving in with the other person. This could be, a change of physical home. The wand suit, it's the suit that has to do with the day-to-day things that we have to deal with in life. It's also our ambition. It's our creativity, our determination to get things done. But this is a very happy card, right? The Four of Wands is a joyous card. There's a celebration going on with this card. If you're in a relationship, many times this card will appear when you reach a certain milestone in that relationship. So, taking it from just dating to moving in together, taking it from just dating to getting engaged, taking it from being engaged to getting married. It's that type of milestone type of event. It could be, so I was just looking at the couple here. I mean, with the Two of Cups at the center of the reading, I mean, this is a soulmate connection. And interesting because the card that came out as a clarifier on the first 3 months of the year, we have the Page of Cups. You hold this up so you can see it. So, more cups energy here, more water energy, dealing with our emotions. And the pages, this is young energy. The pages are typically, sort of immature, young energy. And the pages are ones who bring in things. They bring in messages usually, or bring in ideas. But it's typically news, messages that then the knight will, the knight, you have the Knight of Swords, but usually the knights are the action figures, right, in the court card. So they will come in and act on something. But here, this is a beautiful, it's a beautiful offering, it seems like, with this Page of Cups. It could be a person, but I'm not really getting that as much. If it is, it would be a very sort of a younger water sign individual. Could be a child, actually. We typically think of this as the kind of teenage or young 20s, early 20s, that type of energy. So but I don't think it's a person. I feel as if it's more, it's just energy or some type of offering, news coming in. If it is an offering, it's typically an offer of love, which, paired up with this Four of Wands card here, this could very well be, a proposal, engagement, something to do with a wedding, something to do with, taking things to that next level with this Page of Cups card as the overall energy for the first 3 months of the year. It's definitely a card of beginnings, right? New beginnings. So if it isn't taking things to the next level, and it's just maybe meeting a new person here, it's the beginning of a new relationship, right? Sometimes the Page of Cups has to do with news of a birth, right? A pregnancy or a birth. Again, with so many people watching the videos, there are many different messages here. So I'm just kind of giving you all of the different meanings, possible meanings, options for the cards here. And then obviously, the messages will play out in different ways for everybody watching the videos. But again, this is a messenger, something new coming in, could be new opportunities. And with this card, it also encourages us to be receptive, right? To be open and open-minded and receptive to whatever this new thing is here. If this is a new offer of love, if this is, a proposal, of this, whatever this new thing is asking us to be open to it here. Okay, as we move on to the next 3 months, so April, May, and June. In the month of April, we have the King of Wands. I'll show you the 3 cards kind of together, and then I'll go through them. For May, we have the 3 of Pentacles. And June, we have the 2 of Swords. Okay, and the overall energy, or the clarifier for these 3 months, we have the 2 of Pentacles, which also came out, the 2 of Pentacles came out for, in the last 3 months of the year for you. It came out as October, but we have it here as the clarifier. So something to do with balance, right? And the need for balance. But let's go through the 3 cards. The King of Wands, again, we have, this could very well be an actual person. And we do have a couple of people here. We have the King of Wands in the month of April. We have the King of Cups in the month of July. We have the Queen of Cups in the month of September. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the month of December. So quite a few kings and queens here. I'll give you again the possible meanings for the cards. They could actually be people with the court cards. When they appear, they are either situations and events that we're dealing with. They could be the energy that we're taking on, taking on the energy of the King of Cups or of the King of Wands. Or they could be actual people that we're dealing with, people that are quite significant, that play a significant role in that particular month. So the King of Wands, if this is a person, typically it would be an older fire sign individual. Usually, would think of it as being either a Leo, and you can see the lion on this card, but a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. Again, not gender specific, but the energy of the male, the King of Wands, is very, it's a very assertive energy, right? We know that the suit of Wands is all about our determination, our creativity, and the King of Wands, the kings and queens, they're the ones in the tarot, in the minor arcana, and especially out of the court cards, they're the ones who have really mastered the energies of that suit. So the King of Wands is somebody who is very creative, very bold, very charismatic. He's kind of a force to be reckoned with. He has great vision. You see there's the crystal ball here on the card. He's somebody with great insight, great foresight, great vision. And he's just, he's kind of a force to be reckoned with, and that once he sets his sights on something, he will go after it. Nothing can kind of stop him. So he's a very charismatic, a very strong figure. If this is not an individual that you're dealing with, this might be you taking on this energy, but or something, a situation that might require, added ambition, or added assertive energy, right? Or really taking control of something during the month of April. And then as we move into May, we have the Three of Pentacles. So Pentacles is earth energy, and it's the energy that deals with the material realm, right? It's all of the material things, our money, our work, our education, our home, right? The tangible things that we can touch and feel here in the material realm. And the Three of Pentacles, it does have a couple of meanings. It can signify a completion of a short-term goal, right? But it's also a card that asks us to keep our eye on the prize, that if you've managed to complete whatever the short-term goal is, just keep in mind that with planning, with hard work, with determination and persistence, and with this King of Wands backing you up, with behind you here in the month of April, with persistence, you will get there, right? You might have to team up with other people. Sometimes this card has to do with partnering up with others, teaming up with others, right? Collaborative type projects in order to, or just collaboration in general in order to reach your goal. For the month of June, we have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is about, it's cerebral energy, right? This is mental energy, air energy. And it has to do with needing to make a decision, but being unable to, or being unwilling to. You see that the woman on this card, she's holding these two swords, but she's protecting herself, right? She's in this very protective pose with the swords crossed across her chest, so trying to protect herself. And also she's blindfolded, right? But she could very easily just remove that blindfold. And she could also just, uncross the swords and kind of take control of the situation, but she's being unable or unwilling to do so. Sometimes this card is known as the stalemate card because it's kind of like you're stuck, unwilling or unable to move forward, or refusing to see a certain problem, refusing to see a situation. And by refusing to do so, you're avoiding making a decision. So there could be a significant decision in the month of June here. And then we have another two, right? That was the Two of Pentacles, which came out as the clarifier. And this is a card that deals with juggling, right? And balance, and the need for balance. And you see how the man here, he's balancing on one foot on top of this pedestal while keeping the pentacles, the coins, up in the air, which is not an easy feat. So there might be something that you are going to have to, balance or juggle that has to do with either this fire sign male or, partnering up, collaborating with other people. There's a difficult decision that you're kind of not willing, or you're unable to choose or to make this decision. But there's something to do with balancing and finances that go along with this. And so, typically we think of this Two of Pentacles as trying to find balance in or between different areas of your life. So this could be you trying to balance your home life and your career, your school life and your social life. It's balancing, finding that middle ground here, or it could just be you really juggling to keep or to make ends meet. Maybe with this need to partner up with other people here with the Three of Pentacles, there could be, maybe there's something to do with needing to find assistance or collaborate with other people to help you balance out whatever this Two of Pentacles is, right? Because it's sometimes it's that energy of, where we kind of living paycheck to paycheck and trying to just keep everything going, trying to keep everything, up in the air and all the balls up in the air, in this case, the pentacles. But this might require working with other people, okay? As we move into the second half of the year, we have July. And again, I'll show you the 3 cards together, and then I'll go through them. For July, you have the King of Cups. Okay, so water sign, possible, an older water sign, male. If it is, it will be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, followed by the Hierophant, followed by the Queen of Cups. I didn't show you the Hierophant, so let me hold these up. So King of Cups, followed by the Hierophant, followed by the Queen of Cups. And I feel that, this could very well be, a couple. And the clarify that came out on it is the 3 of Pentacles. So another repeated message here, right? Because we have the 3 of Pentacles down here, and then the clarify that came out on this couple, the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Hierophant, we have the 3 of Pentacles. So this could be the partnering up aspect that we were kind of looking at here. Okay, so going through these cards, you have the King and the Queen of Cups. So I am picking up that these are people, right? Or this could be you are one of the, you're either the king or the queen, and then there's the other, your partner here. But I do get the couple feel, and we have the 2 of Cups in the center, which is the soulmate card. And the King and Queen of Cups, they're very, like I said before, they embody, they've really mastered the suit of Cups. And the suit of Cups is all about our emotions. It's about our feelings. It's also about intuition, relationships. And the Queen of Cups is she's a very loving figure. She's sort of the, she's very caring. She's very sensitive. If she's a wife, then she's that type of person who will, she does everything for her husband, does everything for the family. She's a very loving caregiver, right? That kind of compassionate mother figure. And then the King of Cups is also, he's a strong person, but he's also very compassionate, right? He's intuitive. Both of them are intuitive. And they're both compassionate, so this is a very loving couple, right? The King and Queen of Cups here. And sitting in the middle of them, you have the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is the major arcana. And the Hierophant, typically we think of large institutions with the Hierophant, but we also think of priests, right? So again, with this message of the Four of Wands, 2 of Cups, and then the Hierophant sitting on the other side, there could very well be some of you out there who will be getting into a serious relationship, possibly marriage, right? Partnering up with another person here, because the Hierophant is all about kind of societal norms, religious tradition, those sort of religious traditions that have to do with ritual and ceremony, like a wedding ceremony, that type of energy. He's also somebody, he does represent large institutions as well. So we can kind of think of it like, the government or banks or universities or schools, those large sort of more traditional, follow the rules type of institutions. So with him sitting in between the King and Queen of Cups, this could very well be some type of partnering together, whether in a business sense or in a romantic sense, right? Actually getting married to somebody, and it sits across from this Four of Wands. So, and with the 2 of Cups at the center, there could be some of you out there getting married during 2018. That's definitely here in the cards for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you. Let's look at the last 3 months of the year. we have for October, again, the repeated message here of Two of Pentacles, so more balance, right? Balanced finances, finding that balance in your life, followed by the Seven of Wands. And this is kind of the fearless warrior card, right? And I'll get to that. And the last card of the year is the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel that this is your energy. I don't feel that this is another person here. And then the clarifying card on the last 3 months of the year is the card at the center of your reading. It's the Two of Cups. So, you know, the message of this soulmate connection once again echoed here in the last 3 months of the year. So we've already talked about the Two of Pentacles for October. So in the month of October, you know, there might be some type of juggling going on or trying to make ends meet. But as you move into November, you're feeling very fired up, right? This Seven of Wands, this is somebody who, even though he's facing some type of challenge here, some type of challenging energy or event or situation, and even though he is outnumbered, you see that he is sitting on top of this peak here, and he has all of these wands against him, so he's definitely outnumbered, but he has the dragon. The dragon is holding this crystal ball, so he has the vision, he has the insight, and he has the higher vantage point here, right? He's on top of this peak, so even though he's outnumbered, he is very strong and he is ready to battle, and he has the higher vantage point here. Okay, so, you know, this could be you coming up against something, but, you know, whatever it does, if there is some type of, you know, difficult situation that comes up during the month of November for you, you are, you know, poised and ready and able to handle whatever that is. Okay, so it's not going to be a challenge for you because, you know, you're feeling very strong and very capable, and you know, you definitely have the upper hand. And in December, with the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody she is very self-assured, right? She's very financially stable. She's a very grounded energy. She's the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Earth. So this is Earth energy. And as the Queen, she's somebody who's really mastered that. So she is very financially stable, very secure. You can see that she looks very calm and secure in her surroundings. So this is you in December, just, you know, leaving 2018, feeling very prosperous, right? Feeling very resourceful, very nurturing, feeling in a good position, right? You're looking very calm, looking very serene. Things are as you would like them to be. And again, this Two of Cups message here. So, you know, it does seem as though there is this other person who is going to, you know, help you throughout this year, but also bring in this happiness, bring in this sense of stability. It's really that soulmate kind of energy connection with you that, you know, when you, not always, but, you know, when there's this soulmate romantic connection, you're sort of the mirror image of each other, but you're there to help each other, right? You learn from each other. You become stronger together. So there's definitely this energy for you as you move throughout the entire year. So it looks like it's going to be a very good year for you, Aquarius. I love your cards. Let's see how how your oracle cards tie in. Now you have from the Akashic Tarot deck, you have the Queen of Scrolls, and I'll give you the meaning for the card in 1 second. Just wanted to show you. It's actually the image that's on the front of the box of this deck. I think she's absolutely beautiful. So the Queen of Scrolls. From the Life Purpose deck, you have the card Writing. And it says, you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. And from the Sacred Traveler deck, you have the Solitude card, and it says, in silence, peace prevails. Okay, so for these oracle cards, I like to read you the entire description in order for you to have a, the full meaning of the card, because they're not tarot cards, they're different. So beginning with the Akashic Tarot deck, and yes, it's a tarot deck, but it's a very different type of tarot deck, and that's why I'll read you the meaning for the card. For those of you who've watched my videos, I have talked quite a bit about this Akashic Tarot deck, and it doesn't have as many cards as a traditional deck. This deck only has 62. There are certain cards that have been left out, and a lot of the meanings are very different. So the suit of scrolls in this deck, it would be similar to the suit of swords in the traditional tarot deck, which is your suit, right? It's the suit of air, and it's the suit that represents our mind, our communication, right? Study, and also the word. Let me think. I was trying to think of what the word was. I think it's sepra. I want to say the wrong word here. I think it was either sepra or sapra, which actually means scribe. And, the scribe was the person who had access to records and would write things down, right, and keep the written history. So the scrolls, in this deck, they represent sort of manifesting the idea into matter, because, everything, all of reality, everything comes from what we think, right? As we think, we become. So it's that type of energy in the suit of scrolls. Okay, so the Queen of Scrolls. Let me just read you what it says about her. A beautiful woman holds a scroll as she stands in front of a sunlit archway. Around her swirls the energy of wisdom, knowledge, and Akashic truth. When this card appears upright, she brings important information and inspiration to you. The Queen of Scrolls is a woman of higher mind whom you already know or have yet to meet. Her purpose is to help you move through the entryway to a new level of wisdom and understanding. She could be a teacher to you in some way, or offer a friendship that could develop into a deeper love. This woman could be helpful to you in some project requiring communication. She may be an author, and that's interesting because you have the card of writing that came out for you. A marketer or a publisher. If you are a writer, she may be someone who assists you in getting published. That's so interesting that came out with that card. The Queen of Scrolls could also represent you or a woman in your life getting a position in a field related to communication or academics, such as counseling, teaching, marketing, or publishing. The card indicates a phase of deepening, understanding, and readiness to learn. It's the perfect time for personal growth and expansive learning, whether it's mind, body, or spirit-centered. Open the mysteries that are hidden in the Akashic Scrolls and step through the door of knowledge. And the Akashic Force message for the card says, close your eyes and feel the Queen of Scrolls approach. As she hands you a scroll, your greater mind awakens. Feel the sparkling brilliance there. Okay, so that's definitely interesting that she came out, because then the other card that you have, the writing card from the Life Purpose deck, this card says, you drew this card as validation of your dream to be a writer. Whether your medium is books, articles, or screenplays, the angels encourage you to explore writing as a career path. This will involve some discipline on your part, as you will need to spend time engaged in this activity on a daily basis. The angels remind you that writing is an art and not a science, therefore it can never be completely perfect. Your ego may whisper fears and insecurities inside your mind, designed to make you procrastinate about a writing project. If this occurs, call upon the angels, particularly the messenger angel, Archangel Gabriel, for confidence, clarity, and motivation. The angels will also help you find publishing outlets for your writing projects if you ask for their help and then follow their intuitive replies. So that is so interesting. So there might be some of you watching who have either, wished to enter into this world of writing. Maybe you write as a hobby. Maybe you have been working on a manuscript, working on some type of book or poetry or something that you would really like to get out. And here it's just telling you that it's time. 2018 could definitely be the time for you to do that. And with the writing card and the Queen of Scrolls card, let me hold them down like this so you can see them both together. Even the colors are very similar on the two cards. So, move ahead with that. Trust in your ability to get published this year. Go after it, right? Go after the different outlets. And there are many. There are many different alternatives to publishing sort of the traditional route. There are a lot of self-publishing opportunities, right, for people online right now. So take a look at that, if that's something that you're interested in. And then the last card, the Solitude card. This card says, in silence, you'll find a depth of self-awareness as well as inner peace. This is not a time to venture forth with a new project or a new cycle. It is a time to step back and be still. In quietude, you can seek and uncover your deepest inner truths. Seek solitude and all will be revealed. No matter what is happening around you, find serenity. The sacred traveler wants you to know your power is born in stillness. Sometimes the traveler is in such a hurry to reach the next peak that he gets separated from his spiritual source. However, when the traveler takes time alone, everything falls into perspective. Take time out of your day to be completely quiet. Take deep, slow breaths. Imagine inhaling vitality and exhaling all that is not needed. Affirm that all is well. Move past the chatter and chaos on the road of life. Be still and hear the voices of your higher self and your spirit guides. And I think this also ties in well with the other two cards here because, most of the time when people, are working on some type of writing project, they need quiet, right? They need that time alone to sort of really focus and channel and tune into, whatever messages they might be receiving, inspiration to get that out and put it on paper. So, I think by finding this, giving yourself time each day, even if it's just, 10, 15 minutes, take that time for yourself. Allow this, allow the silence, allow this peace and silence to surround you, and then see what messages come through. See how you're inspired. All right, be open to the messages that will come through during this, the inspiration that comes through during this quiet time, because it will definitely help you in reaching your goals this year. So I do hope that the messages have helped in some way, Aquarius. I thank you for joining me for the reading today. I look forward to reading for you again next month in the January, for the January 2018 reading. And just once again, know that I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful 2018. See you soon. Bye.